this guy's got some hands on him, DC, and sometimes he takes issue when we call him a boxer because he is an MMA fighter and a well-rounded one at that. But it's hard not to lead the dance and lead the walk with the boxing skills that really are off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So he can be mad, but I would be happy to be called a boxer if I possessed that set of skills. If I had the ability to mix the target as well as he does. When he's most comfortable, when he's flowing, when the head is moving, when it's never on the center line, when he's landing body shots, when he's following that left body shot with that beautiful left hook, that's when he is most dangerous. It's a guy that for all that he can do in the octagon, at the end of the day, he was a boxer first and a fantastic boxer at that when he stepped into the UFC.
And don't sell yourself short, though.
I'm trying, but I'm not this guy.
Well, if you hear the ladies shrieking, that's because T-City is making his way to the octagon, the former title challenger, Brian Ortega. And a lot of people, DC, do believe for this jiu-jitsu practitioner, his ceiling is championship, and eventually he'll get it.
Yes, the ladies go crazy for T-City. Even his video game character is the best-looking guy out here. Brian Ortega is a jiu-jitsu guy. But as you saw in the Frankie Edgar fight, he has now developed striking to match. That was a massive uppercut that tore the guy that had never been finished before. So as long as he continues to improve, John, he will realize a UFC championship before it's all said and done.
All class outside the octagon with his Brian Ortega foundation, but T-City has got his eyes fixed on the prize. Title eliminator of sorts here tonight. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. And now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kattar. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brian T-City Ortega.
And there's Herb Dean, who will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, here's the Massachusetts native, Calvin Kattar, representing Methuen, Mass. And he has worked hard to round out his game over the last several years. Certainly comfortable fighting off of his back, has good hip escapes when it comes to his grappling defense. But you all know what he's trying to do here tonight. He's trying to establish that jab, invest in the body, and ideally set up a fight-ending blow. If he can knock out this opponent tonight, not out of the realm of possibility that Kattar fights for the title later this year.
Finish with your right.
Nice leg kick there by Kattar. Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. All right, no surprise, DC, to see Calvin Kattar. No surprise, DC, to see Calvin Kattar try to establish that jab here early.
Is that New England cartel boxing. Calvin Kattar, Rob Font, all those guys are so well versed in the hands. They do such a great job of starting every combination with the jab, making sure that they dictate your reactions. It all starts, man, in boxing with the jab, and now you're starting to see guys like Kattar implement it into their game plan in mixed martial arts. Now into his mount.
Keep those hips active until you're back in guard.
Ortega's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Hard scramble, hard scramble.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Calvin Kattar getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet.
This is where he wants to be.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Tiptoe mount, tiptoe mount.
Ortega's right back to the full mount.
I need you to move, scramble.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Kattar's in half guard. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the field.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Well, these gentlemen are absolutely going at it. Let's see who'll have the upper hand.
Oh!
Under a minute now to go. Landed a solid punch there. Ortega's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter, because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position. Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Round two is next.
Stop.
Listen, it's the control on the ground that's winning this fight. He cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway.
Oh!
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at two, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Well, Ortega's boxing is really sharp here tonight. You got to think James Lurson likes what he sees out of that Ortega corner. Oh, Calvin Kattar with the...
Nice punch lands over the top.
Ortega's in half guard.
He's getting the mount here. Armbar.
Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
Starting to get it in there deep. Oh, that's in, that's in.
No way, he got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar, fight with He loves to fight on.
It's the elbow there. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, well, his hooks have been a big storyline in this one, and there it is again. So just when you thought maybe the opponent had made the requisite adjustments, he gets cracked again.
He gets cracked again, and it does not take many of those hooks to end your night. They are going at it with each other. These two guys want to end the fight very fast.
We go 2 minutes down here in the second round.
Nice strike. He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Ortega.
Oh, nice right hand. That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish this takedown at all. This guy's trying to get to the darts here.
Ooh, that submission looks tight. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so the fighter's setting up another sub attempt here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Nice positional control here.
Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
Under 90 seconds to go.
Let's go. Push, push.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
Well, you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a box.
Oh, setting up another submission now. Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired and that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
And that one certainly found the target. All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
All right, round three coming up next.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe, relax. You did great out there. Let's make sure we stay a little safer, though. There was a couple opportunities he had to grab some submissions.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. T-City gets caught with that punch.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, hook to the head by T-City, Brian Ortega. Nice head movement to slip the left hand. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
There it is. Nice straight. Give him another. Give him another.
Just missed with the left there.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Oh, another brutal hook by him there. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He was able to fight through them in the previous round. Still plenty of time to go in this one.
Still plenty of time to go in this round. And if he is not careful, one of those hooks will put him to sleep. He's got to be careful here. In the half guard.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head.
He's got to be careful here.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Ortega's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, that's gotta be it. There's the tap.
Goodness. Feel good. Oh, boy.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 2 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Brian T-City Ortega!
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission.